If you remember in my previous video where I spoke to you about the prostate gland, showed you how important the prostate gland is, some of its key important functions or roles, and I even went ahead to pinpoint to you some of the signs and symptoms you can notice anytime your prostate is going bad or is having issues. I took you through all the signs and symptoms, and in that video I did promise you that I will come and then introduce you to one simple herbal ingredient you can use as a person to reverse any form of prostate disorder you are having. That is why I am here. So what I seek to do in this video is that I am going to introduce you to these two most powerful herbal ingredients that as a man you can use to treat yourself from whatever prostate disorder you are facing. The first ingredient is Indian Haliotrium. Indian Haliotrium. In English, it is called peacock head. Peacock head. Here in Ghana, we call it a confirm etiko. A confirm etiko. We are in a Harmattan season, so all the herbs and plants are drying up. Other than that, I would have gotten you some of the plants for you to see it physically, but you can see the picture of the herb on your screen. Indian Haliotrium, I confirm ethical. If you are looking for something, or if you are looking for a herb which is very, very effective in the treatment of all prostate gland disorder, then I will say this one is the best. Very, very powerful. Before I tell you how to go about it, please subscribe to this channel, click onto the notification bell, select all so that you all will get notification anytime we come your way. Share the link of this video to your friends and family and people around you, and try and watch this video all the way to the end. Now, the Indian Haliotrium, or the Alconfirmatical I am talking about, what will happen, or what you will do, is that anytime you are finding it difficult to pass out urine, or they have inserted a catheter, when a prostate gland enlarges and get to a point where you cannot urinate at all, they have to take you through a process, or they have to insert a tube which is called catheter inside your bula. And that therapy, or that procedure, is one of the most painful procedure ever in medicine. If there is any procedure which is so painful in medicine, I will say this is this procedure, the catheter, the insertion of the catheter. Very, very difficult, or very, very painful. So if you have gotten to that stage, don't worry, just go and get plenty of the Indian Haliotrium, or the peacock head, the Alconfirmatical. You can wash them nicely, dry them in a shade for some for a while. After that, you then grind them and make a powder of it, or you can choose to leave it there. Just get about a handful and then transfer it into your silver, pour onto it about 600 ml of water, and then boil it for like 10 to 15 minutes. After that, you will get your tea. Drink the tea of this herb, 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the evening. 1 cup morning, 1 cup evening. Or you can drink it 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the afternoon, 1 cup in the evening. Continue to drink it until one day you realize that the catheter itself will be removed. Yes, indicating clearly to you that the prostate gland is now shrinking, or is now going back to its normal, state. Very, very amazing plant. Whoever is having any issue regarding the prostate should go look for this, plant I am talking to you about. I hope you understand. So that is, ingredient number one. Ingredient number two I would like to introduce you to is coconut husk. You can see that one too on your screen. Coconut husk. Coconut husk, has proven to also be one of the most powerful herbal ingredients you can use as a man in order to, treat yourself from it. All you need to do is to, visit any coconut joint. When you go, they will sell it to you. Yes, it is free. In fact, that coconut husk, you know, is almost like a nuisance to them. They sometimes even pay monies to discuss or to dispose them. So just go there, ask them to give you some. Take as many as you can, bring it home, wash them very nicely. You can choose to dry them in the sun for some days or in a room, shade for some days. After that, you can start, boiling it. Maybe a 2 handful of the husk will go with about, let's say, 1 liter or 1.5 liters of water. With that, you can choose to add little ginger, maybe 3 big pieces of ginger. Crush the ginger and then add it to it. Then you boil it on fire for at least 10 to 15 minutes. After that, your tea or decoction is ready. 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the afternoon, 1 cup in the evening. You can even make it your normal, drink or your normal water and then be drinking it. Drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. And I can assure you that within some time, maybe from a week, 2 or 3, getting to a month going, your prostate gland will go back to its normal state, and automatically you can begin to urinate, the normal way. Very, very simple. You don't need any rocket science. So if you have been experiencing those symptoms I mentioned in my previous video, where I said some of the symptoms of prostate disorder is when you visit the washroom, you find it difficult to pass out urine, you realize that your urine will be dribbling, your urine will come with no pressure. Yes, because as a man, anytime you visit the washroom and the urine is coming, the urine should come with, maximum pressure, without any delayance. Okay, but anytime the urine comes and it is dropping with no pressure, it is an indication that indeed your prostate is enlarging. So when you begin to see some of these, signs and symptoms, please go and look for any of these two ingredients I have just, mentioned, and surely you will, at the end of the day, be in a good position to treat yourself. I hope you understand. And I indicated also in my previous video that if your prostate is having an issue, there is no way your performance as a man will be okay in the other room. No. Most of the men whose performances in the other room is not going on well, most of them, I can tell you on authority that about 30% or 40% of them are having issues with their prostate. Because sometimes when you ask them, do you have blood pressure? The person will say no. Do you have diabetes? No. Are you suffering from any form of infection? The person will say no. You understand? So when the answers becomes no, 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 then you have to clearly know that the person is having issues with the prostate. The prostate gland is enlarging. And I also indicated in that video that when you are growing as a man, your prostate gland also grow with you. It is the only gland which grows together with you. As you are aging, it is also aging. You understand? So if you don't eat well, if you don't protect your prostate well, it will bring issues. And one thing I forgot to even add in my previous video, I will say it here. One of the things that normally makes the prostate to have problems are this: one, lack of football matches. If you are a man and you are not playing football matches frequently, you are likely to suffer from prostate enlargement, or your prostate is likely to become inflamed, because you know when you keep on doing the do in the other room frequently, it helps the prostate to to be in a very good health healthy situation. So lack of playing the football match in the other room can contribute to the prostate becoming enlarged. And the same way, too much playing of the football match too can also cause it. So you need to balance it. You need to be moderate about it. In as much as when you do it, it will help, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should also do it too much. Okay, too much of everything is bad. And another factor that normally affects the prostate is that when you eat a lot of animal protein, too much intake of animal protein, like red meat, chicken, eggs, milk, too much animal protein can also cause the prostate to become inflamed. So you need to also check that. Too much alcohol can also make it inflamed, and so on also. So all these things can contribute to the prostate being enlarged or becoming enlarged. So you need to look at that area as well. Okay, I believe you have learned something from this video so far. And for that matter, you are going to copy the link, share to your friends and family and people around you. And above all, if this happens to be the very first time you are watching our videos, kindly subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click onto the notification button. Select all, so that anytime we come your way with videos such as this one, you'll be the very first person to get notified. I will see you again in the next one, and until then, have a nice day and take care of yourself.